Hi everyone, welcome to today's tutorial, and in this video I will be showing you how you can recreate this cartoon style typography. So let's dive right in and create a new document. So for this video I will be using this custom size document which is 1000 by 1000 pixels, and I will be renaming my document to be cartoon typography, like that. So the first thing I'm going to do is to create a background color. So I will be using the rectangle tool. I do not require the stroke, and change the fill to yellow. I'll click on my document and make sure that the dimensions is the same as my document, which is 1000 by 1000 pixels, and click on OK. And I'll just drag this to the side of my document like that and lock my layer. I'll double click on my layer 1 and also rename this to background. Okay. I'll go ahead and create a new create a new layer. Double click on the layer 2 panel and rename this to text. That my second layer is still selected, I can go over here to my type tool, click on my document again and type out the word cartoon. I'll select this and change my font to Montserrat Black and make the font size to be 128 points. So Montserrat Black is actually a free downloadable font, but just in case if you do not wish to download this font, you can use any font provided by Adobe Illustrator, which is just basically heavy in nature, heavy or bold in nature, so that it's easier for you to give the cartoon effect. Okay. So once you've typed the first word, we can go ahead and copy paste this, and I'll rename the second type to be style, and once that's done, I'll select both these two and centrally align it from the align panel and clicking on horizontal align center. So once that's done, so I'll select both these two shapes again, go to object and click on expand. Make sure that my both object and fill options have been selected and click on OK. So after that, when I see this drop down box, I see that there are these two shapes, right? But they're not grouped together, right? They've just been expanded. So I'll select both these two again, right click and click on group, like that. Okay. So after that, I'll go to edit, copy, edit and paste in front like that. So as you can see, there are two drop down layers that come up. What I'm going to do is that I'll select the first drop down, this first layer right here, make sure that this is selected, and change the fill to white like that. Now I'll choose the second layer and I will now change the stroke from here, the stroke weight to 34 like that. Once that's done, I'll select this, I'll make sure that this stroke layer is still selected, and we'll go to the object option, go to path and offset path. Make sure that my offset value is 10 pixels, joins is meter and meter limit is 4. You click on preview and you see this bigger option is created and click on OK. So while my second one is still selected, it's still selected like that, I can go ahead and change the color to pink like that. Okay, so that's one. The next thing we want to do is create this type of a shadow effect with a darker shade of pink. Right. So what I'm going to do is that I'll select this layer we just created the Pathfinder tool with. Right. Go back to edit, copy, edit, and paste in front like that. And what I'm going to do is that I'll bring this copied layer at the bottom of my bottom like that. So it's right here at the bottom, and just drag it down a little with the help of the shift and the arrow tools like that. Back. And we can go ahead and also change the color of the stroke to this magenta purplish color like that. So once that's done, we can zoom in and just fill in the gaps if there are any, so that it looks like a one layer like that. Okay, so we'll go to the pen tool. I don't require the black fill, I just require the magenta fill that we used. I'll zoom in and I'll come over here to create a small shape like this. Okay. I'll zoom back out to see everything is in place. Yep, I just need to make one more shape at the side. I'll zoom back in and make one anchor point over here. Zoom in. Wait, no. The anchor point should be starting from this end, approximately at the same side, like that. So once that's done, so make sure that this is perfectly aligned, so you can just adjust it accordingly like that. So there you go. So this is like an alteration of the cartoon style typography we just created. So after this is done, we can go ahead and also save our file. So to do that, we'll go to File, click on Save As, and by default our file name will be Cartoon Typography, and let the Save As type be Adobe Illustrator. So because in case if I want to make any change, I can easily do that by accessing my Adobe Illustrator file and click on Save. So it might take a little time depending on how heavy your document is, but don't worry, it's in the process of saving. And yeah, okay, and that's it. Our cartoon style typography has now been saved. So I hope you found this video to be useful, and with a little practice you can also try this effect with different words, try it with different fonts, colors, etc. So I hope you found this video to be useful, and thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more.